Interactive media and infographics have become very popular on the web. You can find them anywhere you go from any website, and even there's some great creation website like WeGoTech and Easily, but those actually require a little bit of skill. So what I want to show you today is kind of the entry-level interactive image or infographic creation tool that I use, and it's actually Google Drawing. It's part of Google Drive. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit of text. Now, you can go ahead and insert a text box like with your traditional fonts and stuff like that, but I actually like to use word art. It adds a little bit of an artistic flair. So I'm going to add the word content. Now, just like your favorite word processing, you do have the ability to edit. I'm going to go ahead and click right here where it says font, and I'm going to choose Bangers, which is one of my favorite fonts. I'm going to hover over the fill color option, which is the paint bucket. I'm going to choose this blue, and then right next to that fill color option is the line color, and I'm going to choose that same exact blue. So now I'm going to go ahead and click and drag, and then if you want to resize the word art, you can go ahead and grab the different corners to go ahead and resize that. Let me add a little bit more word art to this. Now what I'd like to add is a shape. So you can see that you've got the option when you click on Insert again, you have the option to insert a shape. You've got a bunch of different menus. I'm going to choose a circle. So then I go ahead and draw that circle. Now what's nice is that within Google Drawing you have the ability to add text on top of that circle. And all you have to do to add text is to double click. I'm going to go ahead and change that to Bangers. I'm going to up the size a little bit. And then I'm going to change the actual text color. You can see the text color is over here to the right. And I'm going to center that. Now I like that circle, but I don't like that black line. So I'm going to go ahead and make that line transparent. And I'm going to change the fill color to something else. Okay. Let me go ahead and add a couple more shapes to add a little bit more of a dimension to this. So you can see that this interactive image is going to have to do with content and creation in the classroom. So we're really looking at learning versus making. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more word art. So now you can see what I did is I created one word art, and then I simply just copied and pasted that same exact word art. Alright, I'm going to add a couple more items to this interactive image. Throughout the creation of this interactive media, you'll notice that I'm using a variety of fonts. I mentioned Bangers. I also use Acme. I pulled these fonts aren't set up in your Google Drive right away. But if you click on the font list and then at the bottom there's an option for more fonts, you have the ability to add fonts to your Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this same exact word art because I like the font, I like the size, I like the color, and then all I have to do to change that is double click on it. Now I want to associate these websites that I've shared with the category that they fall under, so I'm actually going to use the line tool. But I'm going to decide to use a curved connector. Now, so I've drawn a couple of lines. So what I'm going to do is I want to select all of them at the same time to kind of edit them a bit. So what I'm going to do is I clicked on one, and then I'm going to press the Shift button. I'm going to click on the rest of those lines. And since they're all the same type of shape, I still have the ability to edit them. I'm going to make them a little bit heavier. So I'm going to make them a little bit thicker, and that's this option right here, which is line weight. I'm going to change them from being a solid line to a dash line. And then you also have the ability to change the color of the line. Now I keep on referring to this as an interactive image. And what I mean is that there's going to be features of this image that you can click on. So like for example, I've got 6 different tools listed here on this interactive image. So I would like to link these to those websites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up all 6 of these websites right up here at the top, and I'm going to link them to the actual words on my Google Drawings. So I'm going to copy and paste this URL from PictoChart. I press on my word art, and you can see that the link, insert link option is right here, and it's represented by a chain. And then I'm going to paste that link. I'm going to do the same for the other 5 resources. So now when I actually share this interactive image, the users are going to have the ability to click on these different links to access those websites. Now the one thing that I've forgotten to do is to add a background to my interactive image. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Now, as you can tell right away, the big problem with my rectangle is that it currently covers up all of my links and all of my words and all of my shapes. So what I want to do is I want to teach you how to move an image to the back. So I'm going to go ahead and change the colors to make it what I would like. You almost have to think of this image like it has multiple layers. So what that means is right now, or whenever you create a new shape or a new word art or a new line, that's going to be on top. So you're layering stuff on top. So essentially what I'd like to do with this rectangle that I just drew, I'd like to send that all the way to the background, all the way to the back layer. So what I do is I right click on the shape, and you'll see there's the order option, and you've got 4 different options here. You can bring it all the way to the front. You can push it down just one level. You can bring it forward one level with bring forward. You can send it back down one level, but I want to send it all the way to the back. So I click send it back. So now you can see all of the words and shapes and lines that I created are now visible because I pushed that shape all the way to the background. The last step that you need to do is you need to name it. So this is going to be a Google Drawing example. And I'm going to File. I'm going to download this as a PDF. So it downloads as a PDF. Now if I were to open this PDF, I have the ability to click on IXL. It'll take me right to IXL. I have to click ABC Yeah. I can go to Easily if I'd like to create a little bit more of a in-depth infographic. But that's how I would use Google Drawing to create an interactive image.